You all for being here, because I know you're here because you believe in democracy, rule of law, and human rights, and for that reason I stand here with you today. Democracy is a glue that holds together many peoples with different ideas and views to stay united without punishing those who think differently. Democracy is about freedom, accountability, dignity, and hope. And Canadians and our allies fought with bloodshed and death to preserve democracy through the World Wars and the Korean War and many wars after. So we understand that democracy is the pillar of our country's freedom and prosperity. But today I grieve because people are suffering persecution and violations of human rights around the world where democracy has been silent. And I would like to say today, and to all our allies of democracy around the world, and in particular our friends in Hong Kong, to know that we stand with them, with you, and we will continue to stand with you for democracy. Our two Michaels have been detained, and we have not forgotten. Our democratic friends in Hong Kong are being silenced and punished with brutality for standing up for democracy, and now this new law to enforce such punishment. I can speak on behalf of my Conservative colleagues in Her Majesty's loyal opposition that we will continue to advocate for foreign policy that is rooted in freedom, democracy, human rights, and the rule of law. That is why we took the leadership to create the Special Committee on Canada-China Relations, and that is why we supported Taiwanese participation in the WHO. We are also calling for an emergency meeting of the Special Committee on Canada-China Relations to discuss our two Michaels, this current situation in Hong Kong, and the Chinese government's influence at the World Health Organization. We are committed to democracy because it is foundational to our human dignity, freedom, and peace between all nations. As a Korean-born Canadian, I'm aware of the struggles that my mother country has experienced historically as a nation that has had to overcome much oppression from many different directions. Then in a battle for democracy, Korea was divided. But in the South, where democracy was upheld, the people flourished, and South Korea has risen from the ashes of war to a land of opportunity and dreams. I share this to say that despite the hardships we're facing today and the hard battle that is ahead, I have hope for the people of Hong Kong, because today's struggle is not forever. As we continue to stand together and seek peaceful ways to fight for democracy, peace, freedom, and human rights will triumph. I'd like to thank the good civilians of Hong Kong who sent over boxes and boxes of PPE masks to the West Coast, many of which ended up helping our seniors and war veterans in my community in Port Moody, Coquitlam, and other communities in the West Coast. In a time of PPE shortage, your gift was a source of comfort. Thank you for your generosity and friendship with Canada. And as I close, I would like to say again, we must let hope comfort and give us the strength to overcome and persevere and not settle until it is finished. The bloodshed of those who are standing in the front lines for democracy in Hong Kong will not be forgotten, because justice and democracy cannot be silenced as long as we are making noise. May God's strength and wisdom be with us to restore freedom and peace in Hong Kong. And may you stay safe, healthy, and strong. We will overcome together, and I will speak to my colleagues and challenge the government to stand up and fight until there is democracy restored for the people of Hong Kong. Thank you.